So, welcome back to my channel. If you're wondering why all the past three videos, including this one, I'm wearing the same exact shirt, I'm back filming, so there's that. This video, we're talking about the worst books of 2022, and it's a list of four books. So, out of 58, there were four that I absolutely detested. And they I would say 2-star ratings or less. Not that great. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. I do want to point out that these were all, no, except for one, these were all audiobooks, so I don't have the physical copies, but either ways, I'm gonna have a picture of the books up on the screen somewhere. And, yeah, let's get to it, shall we? The Matchmaker's List by Sonia Lawton. Um, so this book is about a young woman named Reina Anand, whose parents are on her to get married and blah blah blah, and she doesn't want to. She was in love with the guy who broke her heart, and her grandmother says, "You know what? Don't worry, I got you. Well, I have some prospects lined up for you." And so she goes on various dates. And the book is about her dating. But she doesn't like anyone. So then, the reason why I hated this book was that somehow the grandmother gets it in her head that that her granddaughter is gay. And I will say, for being an old woman, she's pretty hip. She's like, alright, my granddaughter's gay? Cool. I am going to adjust my list. I mean, it's, and coming from the South Asian community, that's quite big. Except, her granddaughter, Reina, is not gay. But she doesn't correct her grandmother at all. She pretends to be gay. Like, oh, cool, my grandma's off my back. But then she just pretends. And she has her best friend, who's also gay, who's telling her, hey, this is a really, really bad idea. Like, you should not do this. But of course she doesn't listen, because she knows everything. What really turned me off was the gay commentary. No, hold on. She is a straight character. Okay? And she, Reina, is speaking on behalf of the gay community. In my personal opinion, she has no right to do that. Because again, she's straight. Like her experience, it would be better if she were actually gay and had insights akin to the gay community, but she doesn't. It's more like, it just wasn't a very fun time for me. Um, no, this is also the second book by this author that I didn't like. So I feel like Sonia Lawton, the author, is a hit and miss for me. Because some books of her I adored, and some books I was like, no. Next up, we have The Star-Touched Queen by Roshni Joshi. She is also the author of the Arusha series, which I love. But this book was a no for me. And, of course, on my Goodreads, rather than going into why, I just said, no thank you, not good. But I did find a comment that jogged up my memories, like, oh yeah, this book is quite terrible. Let me find it real quick. Okay. Okay, the slut shaming, And woman hating? No, we don't vibe with that. The Instagram obsession, the lack of character development, which is very irritating, blind stupidity of the heroine, and the lack of world building, beyond the nonsensical weirdness of the other world. Again, this was at the beginning of last year, so I don't remember much of it, but I know that I did not like it very much. Then we have Boy Meets World by David Levithan. Alright, I actually did write up a review of this book, and oh boy, let's get into it. On my Goodreads. Okay. I read, I listened to the majority of this book, and the entire time was, what the hell am I reading? First of all, I will say that it's the author kind of made it into a 1950s queer utopia book, which, yay, but also, what the fuck? Also, I tend to rate LGBTQ books really, really high, so for this book and another book to make my shit list is really shitty. It's 185 pages, super short, so not a very long listen either on Audible or whatever app I was using. So we have our main characters, Paul and Noah, who, who meet each other for the first time at school, and Paul develops a crush on Noah. Cool. However, the love story wasn't even believable. You know what? Let me go into depth of what the F was going on. When Paul was in pre-K or kindergarten, I forget, his teacher notes down that Paul is a good kid, but definitely gay. No. No. Um, okay. As a teacher, I've never vocalized it, because why? You should have went out the kid. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why would you do that? Like, that's a fireable offense. Especially in today's climate. Whew. I'm not saying that you can't talk about homosexuality in school, but to tell your student that yes, you are gay, probably should do that. Like, the student didn't even come out to this teacher. The kid just likes boys, and and I will say that the teacher was good in the sense saying like, hey, it's okay, you like who you like, and it's totally perfectly normal. Fine. She validates Paul's feelings, but you can't be saying that to your student that, oh, you're gay. Or even bringing up homosexuality just like that. Then we have a scene, which is the third grade election. Okay, by this time, Paul is openly gay, and that's okay, cool. So, there's not much of a reasoning of why he wants to be president, except for the other kids running for president, and it seems like fun, and I don't like this kid. The other side decides that mocking Paul is a good idea. That's saying, vote for me because I'm not gay, or don't vote for him because he's gay. No one intervenes. No teacher, no admin, no parent says, what the heck is going on? That's bullying. Second of all, no. Third of all, inappropriate. Fourth of all, that's bullying. Blown away? Like, no one is telling the other kid to suspend his, campaign? What? Then there was this bit about the janitors and their closet, in which they are trading stocks, and they're all rich. Okay. Um, they simply clean because they're obsessed with cleaning. Schools? You're telling me that if you're working at a school and you're trading stocks, okay, fine. But then you suddenly make bank and you're a billionaire. You still want to work in a school? Because you love to clean? That makes no sense to me. Rather than saying, peace out, I'm leaving, because I finally have the funds and I can support myself and my family and live a bougie lifestyle, I'm gonna work in a school because I love to clean. Granted, there are very wealthy people who are teachers who do work in a school, but it was just so trivialized, and it's just, that scene was just so weird. I like the fantasy aspect of teachers being really, really highly paid and being millionaires. Wonderful. That means you're in the school because you truly love to teach. And, look, I do have to say that most teachers who teach and most people who work in a school do it because they genuinely love education and they love kids and they want to educate. But, we're stretching the whole suspension of disbelief just a little bit much. Just a little. Um, Paul cheats, and he expects to be forgiven. No. That's a moral thing, but no. All of that mess aside, this book was just so nauseatingly and icky sweet. Like, cavity inducing, diabetes inducingly, sickly sweet. And it was gross at times. Like, and the way that everyone talked, it was kind of 1950s style, but it was very syrupy, if you know what I mean. It's just like, no. Um, I gave this book 2 stars because Paul and Noah's families were very supportive, and we love supportive families. It's just, the biggest thing I would say is that this book was so far removed from reality that I started thinking unicorns are actually real. And the Loch Ness monster exists, right? This suspension bridge is really, really tight in this one. Like, I'm talking a beachfront property in Arizona. Real. No. Next up, we have Some Girls Do by Jennifer Deegan. I really, really wanted to like this book. It was a pretty, okay, there were aspects that I liked, but, and I just wish that if we had the one main character, rather than the other main character, it was a dual point of view book. It would have been a better book. This book really, really tried it with unhealthy miscommunication and unhealthy relationships and the complete lack of boundaries and disrespect of boundaries that I was like, nope, nope, I can't do it. Especially, it's a YA book, you know, and I feel that teenagers and young adults, they're still figuring stuff out. There's still a lot going on, and, you know, they tend to be impressionable. So, having a book in which, like, you have these kind of tropes going on, it bothers me. I'm not saying that I don't. Okay, here's the thing. I do not like the miscommunication trope. I feel that in a healthy relationship, you need to communicate. You know, and a lot of times, miscommunication and unwilling to talk, stuff like that, it can be easily resolved. But no one wants to do it because they have their head so far up their butts. It's just not a fun time. It just sucked. But it sucked. I think I was like 50%-ish through it. No, I was a significant part of the way through, but it wasn't enough. Gave it 2 or 1 stars. It was bad. I've seen other books by Jennifer Deegan, but that experience has soured me so much. So I don't know if I'm going to read another book by this author. Roshni Joshi's The Star-Touched Queen. I have read her other books, so I know that she's not a bad writer. It was just this weird thing. Also was in Persephone's Hades thing, but it was weird. It was not a vibe. I don't think I'm gonna read anything by David Levithan again. As I said, Sonia Longley's books are a hit and miss. I think I told you about another book I read, A Holly Jolly Diwali, which was, again, I'm all for suspending disbelief. You know, like, I get it, like, in fantasy, in certain, shows and movies and books, you have to just suspend your beliefs. But then it goes a break too far, and then you think unicorns are real. And then you're looking on Amazon for a unicorn, so there's that. Anyways, that's it. So that's total, 12 plus 4, that's about 16 books out of 58 that I thought were highly memorable, for the good and the bad. Last year was a good, I would say if I had more good than bad, I think these were the only books that I genuinely hated, so 4 out of 58, that's not bad. You know, like, it's still a pretty decent reading year. Tell me below, which books did you absolutely loathe, and why? I'd love to see you guys vent and sound off in the comments. But for now, I bid you adieu, and I'm gonna go because I have plans with my dear friend. So when I get back, I'm gonna edit, and yeah, I'll have the videos up soon. Alright? Bye. Comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye.